$417,000.
What was that about?
Yeah, what she and I went and we found a house. We rented the house. She rented the house. And I went with her. We walk in the house. She likes it. The guy comes in, the investor that owns the house, comes in, meets her. She signs the lease. She gives him some money. She rents the house. I go to public records. I take the deed that's in the house from his name and I put it into her name, Rosita Perez's name. And we satisfy the loan that he had on the house. So now she owns the house. Rosita Perez owns the house free and clear. So then we apply for like 5, 6, 7, 5 or 6 or they said 7 mortgages. I want to say it was 5 or 6, but whatever. Let's say it's 7. Who cares? She applies for the loans. We schedule a bunch of loans where over the next 2 or 3 days she's going to close on like $1 million worth, almost $1 million worth of loans, maybe 700
On this dude's house.
on this guy's house.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
I feel bad about that. Yeah. What am I supposed to say? I mean, that's what it was. I mean, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
He eventually the title insurance companies will pay it back, pay it off. That's what always happens.
There's a choice for that.
Yeah.
No one feels bad for the insurance companies.
Anyway, okay.
This is surveillance footage of Allison trying to deposit the check.
I was the girl that went to the bank and I gave the check to the teller. I would say, okay, deposit this into my account, and then I would go slowly to pull the money out week after week. Supposedly. We never got that far. No. The check wouldn't clear the bank because the driver's license was fake.
Yeah. You know what happened?
Allison,
you know what really happened there?
Hmm.
Okay, so here's what really happened.
03.
So here's what really happened. What really happened was the girl, and I'm not going to say the girl's name, which was a mortgage broker that worked for me.
Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you want to say her name?
Well, because she's currently works at a bank.
Oh, okay.
She had a friend, a girl that she says fucked her over. Like, oh, she tore up she was living in her house. She tore up my furniture. She cost me $10,000. You know, if you want to use her information, I want to get her fucked up. Fuck her. You know, do something. You know, this chick's committing fraud on a daily basis at the mortgage company too, by the way. So she's like, can you do? I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to steal anybody's identity. I'm making the fake people, but she keeps pushing. Allison's pushing. So I use her because she had like 750 credit scores. So I was like, okay. So I said, yeah, but this chick is from New York. Does she have a driver's license down here? She goes, no, she just moved here a few months ago. She hasn't even opened a bank account, nothing. So she doesn't have a driver's license issued in Florida. I can go and make you one that hasn't been placed with anybody yet or assigned to anybody. And then I can go and I could open up a bank account. I'd been doing it. All my fake people are opening up bank accounts using fake driver's license numbers. So I can make one for her and it will be fine. So we put it on the license. Allison goes and opens up a bank account, and the bank account, it gets flagged because turns out that the girl had gotten a driver's license, which I didn't know about because I was told she didn't have one. So she did get a driver's license in Florida. She did have one assigned. Fuck. So when she walked in, she gave her a different number. It wasn't the same number that showed up in check systems. They said, boom, there's this fraud. Something's wrong. So she wasn't able to open the bank account. But that's not even the main issue. The main issue was that she went to one title company, closed the title, got the money. The next closing she went to, the woman at the title company looked at her license and went, this doesn't look like you. It was her. It was her license. It was her picture. I had her dye her hair black and curl it and go in and get a DMV photo and do the whole thing. It was really her picture.
Wow.
But a couple days before the closing, she dyed her hair blonde. And we were like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, no, it's still my picture. And we're like, you're Rosita Perez. You're a Spanish chick. At the very least, you can say that you were married, but you still, why change? Your hair's black in the picture. And so she's like, it's not a big deal. I mean, what's the problem? Oh my God, you're overreacting. So she goes in, boom, second closing. The woman at the title company's like, something doesn't make sense. Has her sign all the documents, but won't give her the check.
Wow.
So that's what really happened was then she goes in the bank. She can't open the bank account. Then she gives the check to a buddy of mine who's running a similar scam in Orlando, and it's been flagged. So now it's been flagged. Okay. That's what really happens. They streamline it.
Okay.
banks, but none will take it. Though this scheme is foiled, Cox hasn't given up the dream of doing one big score and living the rest of his days on a beach in the Caribbean.
Is that true? Did you have like a certain amount of money in your head? Like, I'm just gonna hit one big lick and then I'm moving to the Caribbean. Is that true?
No, not really. And when I mean, and I say that in here, I just said $1 million. I just want to get like $1 million, and I mean, I may have said that, and I did want to get some money. You know, I wanted.
And
I don't
quit.
I don't think I had $1 million because there were multiple times we had $1 million.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it doesn't. But a lot of times you have to understand too. If we had $5 million or $3 million out, well, if we own $4 million in fucking mortgages or $4 million in real estate. You see what I'm saying? It's like you never really have that money
Exactly.
in cash. It's
You can't
always
eat equity.
right.
Matt was the most greedy person out there. And what he wanted was money. Money, money, money. He didn't care who he hurt, who he stepped on, or what he had to do in order to get it.
Nice. So listen,
Matt
I'll tell you right
Cox and-
now. So I was watching this when I was with Treon and Mike at the gym. When she said that, I'd been talking to Allison in the halfway house, right, the whole time. So I picked up the phone and I called her
Right then and there.
right then, and I went, Matt is the greediest person I've ever met in my entire life. And she goes, you don't understand. They interviewed me for hours. They chopped it up. It's not like that. It's not like, that's what you said. And she's like, you don't, I was trying to get my sentence reduced. You don't understand. I was fucking laughing. I was like, I don't care. It's
Oh my God.
fine. It was funny though.
Cox and Allison break up, and Cox goes looking for another woman to play Bonnie to his Clyde.
He's very, charming. In the beginning, told me how much he cared about me and loved me and with us to get a place together.
Rebecca Hawk is another single mom who's fallen under the spell of Matt
Another
Cox.
single mom. Fucking
Her story
cocksuckers.
does not have a happy ending, but it begins with promise.
All of his friends
You're not even
had
watching.
brand new cars,
You're not even
gorgeous
watching.
homes. I mean, and I'm thinking, how the heck I'm barely making it. Sure, I'm a single mom, but
Well, I have a quote.
Matt Cox is an unlikely ladies' man. He's diminutive.
Diminutive?
Just about 5'6".
How about those jeans?
It's just
you're
mean.
wearing?
Wait, bro, it was fucking
I
2000.
like
It was
those.
2000.
Are those Jinkos?
2003. It's 2003. Fucker. So look, so the guy that we stole the house, remember we got the house from? Here's a quote from him in the book, because at the beginning of each chapter, here's a quote I put, and his name was Steven Jackson, real estate investor. He put, it's almost impossible to stop them when they're this talented and smart.